What's up guys, Pug here, and today I will be quickly reviewing this 2021 Dodge Charger GT. This one here is the rear wheel drive, so you can see it has the white exterior. Really like those 20-inch wheels. Here's what the key fob looks like. You have unlock, lock. This will pop and open the trunk, pressing it twice. If we look here, the trunk is really big, has a lot of room. The opening is also nice and wide, so bigger boxes and stuff you can easily put in. Has a spare tire. The battery is also located in the back. Emergency release right here. Some lighting. Hooks for like grocery bags. You can also have like a cargo net, I believe. So those are the tie downs for those. It's not a power trunk, but it does go all the way up whenever you do open it. There's the backup camera right here. And in case you're wondering how to open the trunk, you can just push this button right here. That will pop the trunk. And I use this pull lever here so that I don't get my hands dirty, especially when the car is dirty. Then we have panic. And then pressing this twice, we can just remote start the charger. Parking sensors, 20-inch wheels wrapped around in the Goodyear Eagle RS tires, 245 45R20. I have experience driving this Charger during the icy roads, and the tires are not doing that great because this is a rear wheel drive, and yeah, not the best when it's icy conditions. It is definitely having a lot of traction control light on. Daytime running lights. The hood scoop is also pretty nice. Somebody did end up hitting the bumper or scuffing it up somewhere. This is a rental vehicle, while my Tesla Model 3 is currently getting repaired. There's the front brakes. And then pressing it once will turn off the charger. Let's have a look at the passenger side. So you can see there is keyless entry. On this door, there's no keyless entry. So using the passenger door, if I put my hand behind the handle, it will unlock. If I push this, it will lock. There's the passenger door. Heated side mirrors. Handle. Lock and unlock. Full automatic window. Some storage here. Nice soft touch here for your armrest. And then some storage spot a little bit. Bottle holders, more storage. The speaker system is actually really good in this car. There's the passenger seat. Nice and soft cloth seats. Manual passenger seat. So there's the controls for it right here. Also under the seat. To move it forward and backwards, you would use this. Charger, there's the vents. Lockable glove box. It's a pretty big glove box, to be honest. Look at the amount of space you can have. And then there's a shelf on the top, illuminated as well. Let's take a look at the rear passenger seat. So there's the door, handle, automatic windows, same soft touch over here. Got this cloth looking part with stitching, bottle holder, some storage space. There is an armrest with two cup holders. There's the rear visibility. Pockets behind the passenger as well as driver's seat. Vents, two USB ports. Quite a bit of legroom. There's the spoiler. Gives a very, very nice touch to this Charger. There's a look from there. Here's the driver door. There's the lock. Putting my hand behind the handle will unlock it. There's also the keyhole here. Handle, illumination behind it. Mirror controls, left and right. And then full automatic front windows. Rear windows are just automatic. Unlock and lock, suspend people from opening the windows. Bottle holder, some storage. Soft touch here, as well as the stitching that we could find in the back as well. That also goes for the passenger side right there. push button with the keyless entry, charger. Let's turn on the hazards as well as the headlights. This includes the fog lights, and here it is. So you can see on the bottom we do have like those LED fog lights. They're pretty bright, but I do want to say I have driven this car at night and I'm not a big fan when it comes to these headlights. They're actually not that great coming from a Tesla Model 3, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and many other vehicles I've driven. These headlights are not good versus many other headlights that are full LEDs. So definitely need some improvements there with the headlights. There's no any side indicators to let people know you're trying to change lanes. No blind spot assist or any front collision warning. All of those are missing with this Charger. So if you do want to have those features such as adaptive cruise control, front collision warning, you do have to pay for them separately. There is a button here to open up the trunk. So on auto or on headlight mode, you can just push down to turn on and off the fog lights, as you can see. Let's take a look with high beams. And there it is. Even with the high beams on, I can't really tell much difference when it comes to the brightness during nighttime. It does not really illuminate the road ahead of me that well. But yeah, you can see the fog lights were on, and then as soon as I turn it on, it turns the fog lights off. There's the fuel door, capless fuel system. Kind of closes on its own. Interesting, that's nice. Let's take a look under hood. You have your parking brake. There's a latch right here. You've got the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, and you can see the hood scoop seems to be functional right there. So starting off, here's the steering wheel. Got the Dodge emblem right here. With this, you can control this center screen. If I press OK, we can turn it into miles per hour. Pressing OK again will pull me back into kilometers. Left and right does nothing. Going down, we can see our tire pressure for each wheel. So you can have TPMS and know which tire has an issue. Can go over to coolant temperature, transmission temperature, oil pressure, oil life, battery voltage, intake air temperature, and then engine torque. So if I were to rev it, you can see it does show it right there. And then we have the engine power. Going further down, we have the performance, because this is after all a GT, so it gives you the performance pages. So you can have some of your timings there if you do need to use them. Braking distance, G-forces, all of those information. And then here we have fuel economy. So it looks like we're at 11.6 liters every 100 kilometers. And then there's the range, trip B as well as A. No files, those are the media, messages. Press OK to enter screen setup. With this, you can kind of customize what you want to see on the top left right there or anywhere else. So if I go back, you can control the upper right, restore to default, current gear, and then odometer. You can hide it for some reason if you don't want that visible. And then you have gear display and then center back to normal. And then there's the 0. I have the center to show me the compass once the title disappears, so which direction we're facing. Left here, tachometer, and then on the right we have the kilometers per hour, and then the coolant temperature as well as the fuel level, and then you can see which gear you're on. Answer, talk to the car, and then also hang up. So set temperature to 20 degrees.
20 degrees.
Just like that. On the right side, we have regular cruise control. If you have adaptive cruise controls, you can find the distance and all of the other features over here. Paddle shifting, so plus and negative. There's no any stocks on the right, as you can see. So here on the left is where you will find your wiper control. So if I push this, it will end up wiping them. So pushing it like that will wipe the windshield. You have your 1. So if you just do this, it will do it once. And then you can kind of set the sensitivity here for the automatic wipers. And then you have your high beam, of course, just a regular flush, and then left and right turn signals. And it does have just 3 single clicks, just like that. Pretty nice. So it's nice that it's all integrated right there. This is also your interior lighting. So if I just pull this up, it will just turn on the interior lighting. And then you can just adjust the brightness with that as well. And then this one controls the interior ones. So I don't know if it's easy to show it right now, but right there, you can adjust it with this one. So there's the gear selector. If I were to push the foot on the brake, and then we can shift to reverse, which will enable the camera for the rear. Doesn't have the best resolution, but it definitely still shows you what you have behind you, nice and big. And then turning the steering wheel changes the direction. Then we have neutral, which shows it right there, of course. And then you have drive. And then here on the left, we can go into manual shifting. You can also use the pedal shifters. Right now it's disabled because I guess from the controls for the performance pages, it has been turned off. So it's shifted to sport. That's kind of what it looks like. And now it should be enabled, just like that. Some storage space over here, more storage here, 12-volt outlet. Here you can find the 2 cup holders, which have some illumination. 2 USB ports. Then you can see the auxiliary. Also, this car has Apple CarPlay. There's another 12-volt outlet. Nice and soft armrest. There's the vents, and then one here as well. Okay, so here's what the Climate looks like. This is definitely missing quite a bit of options. There's no any heated steering wheel or heated seats. I mean, I really think heated seats should be standard by now in 2021. But unfortunately, it's not. Like, it doesn't have any heated seats. So there's the temperature controls. You can also use just the regular buttons right here to do so, whichever you prefer. And then there's the fan, recirculation, AC, rear defroster, and the front one. So you can use the buttons or the touch screen. I used to always use the buttons, but since I'm in the Tesla now, I gotten really used to using the touch screen, so I don't really use the buttons anymore. I prefer using the touch screen. So if I need my rear defroster, I would just simply touch it. The only time I noticed I did use it is when I was, let's say, listening into media, and that's the time I end up just quickly touching the button. Then we have phone over here, audio. Speaker system in this is actually really good. It does have the Alpine sound system, it seems like, and it sounds amazing. It has a really good speaker system. So you have your balance and fade equalizer. So whichever you want, you can do so. Auto play. This is for a USB device to play automatically, things like that. There's the apps. So you can see it's missing quite a bit of features. There's no any of the controls here. So you can turn on your heated seats or view the backup camera or heated steering wheel. That's kind of missing. And that's usually where you can also find the auto rear dimming mirror. You can see the assist and SOS right there. Since we're up on the top here, 3-button home link system. This is your reading lights, and then glass holder. This is the sun visor, opening it up. There's the illumination in the mirror. And I am actually a really big fan of the sun visor. It feels really soft to the touch. There's some extension here if you do need it. And you can kind of turn it and then slide it there if you want to cover that. And then that's mainly for this part, I guess. There we go. Pretty nice. There's the microphone, seems like. One there as well. Grab handles, looks like for every passenger, even for the driver. Some code hooks. Performance controls. So drive mode setup, so you can see that there. Launch control. And then over here we have sport mode setup, so you can set up how you want it. And then of course default mode setup, so you can see the pedal shifters were off. You can turn them on and off, whichever you prefer. Then we go here, projection manager, Wi-Fi hotspot, SOS, assist, activate service, synopsis. I'm not sure what this is. So this is the Uconnect with Sirius XM. So it's like activate now or later. I'm gonna skip that because this is not my vehicle. Notifications, we can see that here. Seems like nothing. And then we have the performance pages. So this is something you get with the Charger GT. So it gives you performance pages similar to my Grand Cherokee SRT that I had. It had performance pages, so it's pretty similar to that. And there's your power, the gear you're in, timers, gauges, G-forces, engine, as well as dyno. App manager, performance pages. Then here we have mirror dimmer, so you can find it there. That's your automatic mirror dimming. Media, this will take you to here, which then you can select AM, FM, Sirius XM, source select, which will allow you to connect Bluetooth or USB 1, USB 2, which could be the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, I believe. Auxiliary cable. And then here we have climate, which we covered already. And the last page, you will find phone, settings, and then audio settings, which we've looked already. And something, if you don't know with these Dodge vehicles, you can just use this to scroll. You don't necessarily have to use the touchscreen for it. And then let's go back. And under safety and driving assistance, which is usually the first thing I do when I get into a vehicle, I want to make sure all the safety stuff is on. And right here you can see park sense, so it has sound on display for the rear park sense. Hill start assist, which is a nice feature, but no any front collision warnings or blind spot detection. You can see there's no any triangles on the mirror. So yeah, that's that. What else do we have here? Volume knob, of course. Power, so you can just turn it on and off. Sport mode, super track. This is the setup for the controls. Parking sensors off, shows it right there. And then traction control off, just like that. Screen off. This one allows you to just touch the screen to turn it back on. And then of course mute right over here. Overall guys, this was the quick review of this 2021 Dodge Charger GT. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.